A word for our listeners. Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiett, Jestin Quiett, Shirley Nedzwicki, George Chimples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. This week I'm here with Johnny.
Hello.
Jeremy.
Hello.
Scott.
Hello.
Phil.
Hello.
And Justin. Jeremy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I should wait.
Thanks a lot.
I wasn't waiting for a breath, just in case.
I guess I don't get to say hi. I mean, I would like to say hi.
So this week we are doing a side quest. Jesse is going to be running it for us, but we are joined by Jeremy. It's your first time on the podcast. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about your gaming. How long have you been gaming? Oh, by the way, I'm going to do this to you.
I was going to say, you're on the spot now. No warning. Love that.
Since freshman year of high school.
Okay. You played D&D for a while?
D&D, Modern D20, one game of 4th edition, Monty Python's.
There's a Monty Python?
Not 4th edition Monty Python. I'm trying to remember the name of the Monty Python book. Big one.
Hackmaster?
Werewolves and vampires.
Oh,
Darkness.
no, Monty Cook, not Monty Python.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Monty Python put out a role-playing game.
I want to play that. Yeah.
No, yeah, Monty Cook,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
I wanted to look that up.
The Holy Handmaid of Antioch?
Right, I'm like, I want to.
So you only played one game of 4th edition?
One game.
Is it because you didn't like it?
Yeah, that was enough to turn me off it.
Jeremy, I like you more and more the more I hear.
All right, so you've done a little bit of everything for that side. You've played Call of Cthulhu a couple of times with us, or with me. I don't know, Jess, did you make that one? Where Jeremy murdered his best friend?
No.
By throwing him over his shoulder?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was... Yeah.
All right, so you've got some gaming under your belt. So you've been gaming as long as I have. I think we started together.
Yeah,
so
long time ago.
Yeah. All right, Jesse, do you have a title for this game? All right.
On the spot.
We'll edit that right out.
There is... That's a title.
Ooh, nothing?
Exactly. Silence.
Sound of Silence is the
Sound
title.
of Silence. No, I'm not doing that. Okay,
No.
So go ahead and get started.
All right. Well, all you guys are peasants, a part of the organization known as ONI, the Office of Naval Intelligence. You're the scientist, the secretary, the accountant. You're not what would be considered agents. ONI, the Office of Naval Intelligence, started out as the equivalent of the CIA. However, in 1973, they made an abrupt change. Japan, which is where this story takes place in, is a location steeped in tradition and superstition. When those superstitions get in the way of progress is when ONI is called in. It is the task force's job to go to these spots and... What? I see you checking.
Go ahead. No, go. Keep going.
No,
Keep
task
going.
force.
You're fine.
The task
You're
force
fine.
tasked.
Go
The
ahead.
task.
You're fine. Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by not being interrupted.
I didn't say a word. You keep going.
It is the organization's job to step in and... What?
I didn't do anything.
It is the organization's job to step in and make sure that progress gets back on par. Find out what's really going on, because superstition things just don't happen. There's no such thing as ghosts, zombies, vampires.
Okay.
Godzilla.
Godzilla maybe.
No.
Let's just say Tokyo's been rebuilt in the past.
So
Is this the X-Files of...
yeah, that's
Japan?
basically
Along the
what it is.
lines.
And then the idea is that none of us believe any of that.
No, nothing's actually going on. It is your job to step in, explain what's really going on, and get progress back to work.
Okay.
Because
To be the
locals
Scullies.
yeah. It's a typical spring morning when you all come into work.
What year is
First thing you notice, it is 2015,
it? Okay.
April 19th.
Okay. So it's in the future.
It is.
So it's a sci-fi game.
Technically.
This is fun, Scott. You're right. Being a complete jerk is completely a fun thing to do.
You mean this isn't normal for
It
you?
helps validate my existence. Carry on.
Anyway, as you guys go in for work, the first thing you notice is there's a lack of other people there. Typically, during a Saturday, it's busy. There's agents walking around. Important people doing...
April 19th is a Sunday.
April 19th is a Sunday?
It really is. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
Okay, so, Sunday.
I don't have anything to do for this podcast so far.
Alternate,
I've been just
alternate reality
with
with the Gregorian calendar is just a little off.
Yeah, they skipped a leap year.
Anyway.
The first thing you guys notice that's off is that there's just nobody else working there. You go about your typical business, janitoring things up.
Yes.
Making sure things are fixed and running right, when there's an announcement over the intercom stating for each of you to report to the head office.
Like individually by name?
Individually by name.
Okay. Now, forgive my cultural ignorance. Working on a Saturday is normal? Like, we have a Monday through Friday schedule here in America. This is normal for...
Yes, there should be people there on Sunday.
Okay.
Because this isn't an alternate reality.
Okay, then... I guess my character goes where he's summoned to.
As you guys walk in, there's a guy behind the desk, mid-40s. You've seen him in passing. You haven't really had a lot of talk with him. He's not the guy who interviewed you for your jobs. I really hate to call you guys in on this. You're definitely what I would call the last team I would ever send out on a mission. However, you are quite literally the last team. Everybody is out on call. It's a simple task. We will be willing to give you $100 extra, 100 yen. No, 1,000 yen.
Sure.
Extra over your standard pay.
That's like $10.
In this universe,
10,000
it's a
yen.
lot of money.
Okay.
10,000 yen.
Okay.
10,000 yen. See, this is me not doing research.
Yeah, no kidding.
10,000 yen extra for hazard pay. We will issue you all a 9mm. And should be rather simple.
That's not ominous. Go ahead.
No.
Fine.
A month ago, an African American by the name of Jim Brown, his translator and guide, went in the Aokigahara forest at the base of Mount Fuji. He questioned the locals about the people who went into the woods to commit suicide. We're rather sure he took his own life. However, a few locals who traversed the woods said they have seen what they call zombies, and we need you to go in there and just retrieve his corpse. It's as simple as that. You find the guy's corpse, you bring it out, the people will go back. This wouldn't normally be a problem, but the yearly cleanup is about to happen and nobody's willing to go in there and clean up the forest.
We need to get just Jim Brown's, or
Just
get all of them?
Find Jim Brown.
Oh, okay.
If you find Jim Brown's corpse, you bring him out. The locals will see that he just went there and committed suicide. And business should get back to normal.
How long ago did he disappear?
A month.
Oh, he's going to be ripe.
This is in the jungle?
Yes.
What's to say we find a corpse?
Oh, you'll find a corpse. They find corpses quite often in there, unfortunately.
What?
Is anybody have a high history score?
No. Yeah, I've got a decent one. I can roll it. No. What about a cult? Can I roll a cult?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Aokigahara Forest is also known as the Suicide Forest. It is a good place to die, unfortunately.
Okay.
There's signs outside of it that stop people from doing it. It tries to tell them to think of your family.
Okay.
Every year, There's a yearly search that turns up everywhere between 80 to 100 people.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The local Catholic priest complained of a man causing a ruckus before the disappearance. Said it was an African American male. Said something about voodoo.
Hoodoo.
Okay.
You do.
We will be more than willing to pay for your expenses. We have rooms set up at Lake Psycho Hotel at the base of Lake Psycho, just outside of the Aokigahara Forest.
Are these all real places?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Just wanted
Because
to
Lake
check.
Psycho in
Yeah.
English. Kind of a red flag. So, out of character, do we all know each other?
You've passed each other.
So
There's
I mean,
no real reason you would have ever conversed.
So my role in this is scientist/engineer. Does that mean I work in a lab, like analyzing
Yes.
evidence? Okay. So I gotta ask. I guess I get my role in this. There might be something to analyze, something scientific.
We
to
always
follow.
send a team of 5 people. We have to send 5 each time. It's
The
the way we
janitor?
operate. We have to send 5, and you're the last 5 here.
You think
The
you're all
secretary.
fancy with your degree. Jeez.
I don't. Okay.
As I said, we would not do this
Hey,
normally.
if something goes bad, we've got somebody to clean it up.
I guess that is a good point. After a month, there will be a mess to clean up. Okay. If that's what the company needs me to do, I guess I'll do it.
All right.
The bus sets out in an hour.
Okay.
So, where do we pick up these 9mm?
Oh, glad you asked. He reaches down, pulls out a drawer. Pulls out 5 9mm in the holsters and slaps them on the table. Now, these are last ditch. There's no reason you should ever have to use them.
Do we get badges?
Badges?
We don't need no sneaking badges.
Right. So,
Yes,
no,
you do
we
have,
get
yes,
often-
you do
yeah.
have badges stating that you're working with the organization and that you're there on official notification. The travel bureau at Ryukyu, which is the city on the outskirts of Aokigahara, might have some information. He said he was going there for the hike Mount Fuji. We really believe he just went into the forest and finished himself. It is rather disturbing that his translator and his guide is not returned. But that happens. The woods is a twisty place.
Is this extra pay per day or just for the whole mission?
It's per day in the whole mission. It should not take you more than 1 day.
Well, you said buses and you set us up with a room, so I just got...
Yeah.
1 day from midnight to midnight. The day you get there, of course, you're getting your standard pay. You're getting 100 extra.
Yeah, but we're also going into a jungle where people kill themselves all the time, and it's a very sketchy place.
It's a forest. It will be fine. I'm pleased to go.
We will also... You signed a contract when you were hired on here stating that if such a need was to arise...
No
You
problem,
would-
boss. No problem.
I'm going to take my 9mm and I'm going to tuck it inside my waistband, and I'm ready to go.
I think now would be a good time that we're all clearly going on this terrible mission to introduce our characters.
It would be, and describe them.
There we go. And now that I've said that, you should start with Phil and go the other way.
But I want to start with the person who suggests.
I am Toshiro Mifune.
Not that too sure.
Not that much Toshiro Mifune. I would say I'm... Wow, really, Jesse? These are terrible stats.
Yeah.
These are the worst stats ever.
These are average. These are completely average.
These are like Ian Byrne stats.
No, that is not even fair. Ian Byrne had great size, strength, and con. It was all the mental stats.
I guess I'm like 5'9".
Wow.
Kind of bookish looking. I'm size 10. That's typical, like...
Japanese.
Oh, that's not racist. Let's just call the Japanese short people Johnny. What else you got? You got a curse in another language?
I've been told not to do that.
So I'd say 5'9", probably appropriate weight for that size. I'm the accountant here. One of the accountants, I assume. I'm one of several accountants.
Yes.
Nothing special. Johnny, go ahead.
I am playing Ijiro Hiroshi, the scientist / engineer on the team. I am, size 8, so according to Matt...
You're 4'1".
I guess you weren't wrong. For the average size.
Go ahead. Go right ahead. I was right. You were wrong. I got it.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm about 5'7", and average build. Typical nerdy attire, glasses, lab coat, whatnot. But normally in a shirt and tie, button-up shirt and tie, and slacks. So, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Kira Nagata. I'm a translator here. I'm probably about 5'8" tall. Nice, clean kept black hair. Not emaciated skinny, but skinnier than most people. I'd assume I'm wearing casual business clothes.
I am Tokigawa Soichiro-san. I have been a secretary for a number of years with ONI. I am usually in 10 to 15 minutes early. I usually stay 10 to 15 minutes late. I am studious and dutiful in pursuing the occupation that I have with the ONI. I am sociable with several of the agents that have gone in and out. I try to talk with them when I'm able to learn more about what we do here and the things that they do on a regular basis. I am an slightly below average build, straight black hair, parted on the side, crisp, clean suit, bring my lunch every day. I have a bento at approximately midday every day.
A what-to?
A bento, the boxed lunches.
Okay.
I rather enjoy working with the ONI.
I am Hiroto. I'm a janitor. I'm about 5'11", and I'm probably pretty well built, but I'm not all that pretty to look at. And I clean up after all these pigs you just heard got introduced, and nobody really freaking talks to me because they just think that I'm some, person that cleans up after.
Oh, we don't think you're just some person that cleans up after us.
You don't even think I'm a person, I know.
Yep.
So, screw them, I'll probably shoot them in the woods.
Nice. We'll make sure it looks like we did it to ourselves. Because, it's the suicide woods.
Murder-suicide.
Go ahead. You're good.
The bus ride's uneventful. It's about a 3-hour trip. You pull up, it's starting to get a little late. It's around 8 o'clock. The bus pulls right up to Lake Psycho Hotel.
Were we issued credentials?
Yes.
Badges.
We got badges.
Even though we don't need stinking badges.
We don't need no stinking badges, but we have badges.
Maybe these badges don't stink.
And it's all because of him.
Well, you clean them well, thank you.
So on the bus ride up, I would have our secretary contact the I'm blanking on the right words. When you have a visa to go to another country, you have to declare what you're doing. like, or general, like, student recreation, whatever. So this guy is American, right?
Yes.
So that information we could find because it's
he's American from Louisiana. He's here on vacation,
okay.
purely recreational.
Did he fly directly in?
He had a layover in Australia.
Okay. Was he there? What was his timetable like? How long is his
How
trip
long is the
supposed to
vacation
be?
visa?
The visa was for 1 week, and he was right at the length of it when he disappeared.
Sure. Did he have any unusual declarations at the what do you call
Point
the
of
place? What?
Point of entry.
Yeah,
Nope, nothing out of the ordinary.
customs like that.
He had a rather fancy Bible. They didn't make note of that, but they're not. Nothing out of the ordinary.
The translator that he had with him, was that a native Japanese person or
It was a native Japanese person.
that he hired here? Or
Yeah, from the town of Ryukyu.
Okay. So that person conceivably has family?
Possibly.
Okay.
Out of character, when you say Bible, Christian Bible?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as we know. At least it has the skin of a Christian Bible on it.
Well, there's a skin of something on it.
Yeah.
It has the binding.
That's a massive Naruto reference. Skin.
Got the skin of a Christian on it. Yeah, that works.
So, anybody else has questions to hop in here? I'm just trying to think of what we can do.
No, I think those are good, but my character is probably just sleeping. He doesn't
So,
really...
what's the place that they suggested we go besides the hotel?
The Catholic Church
Yes.
and the travel agency within the city.
So we can do that once we get there, I assume.
When we got the debrief, did we actually get a file or anything, or you just told us all of it and then just sent us away?
Oh, he just told you all that and sent it away.
No dossier, no nothing.
No.
What specific dialect is spoken around the area?
Japanese.
Lack of research.
It's this.
We're going out on a mission. We're not all typically the type of people you send out as agents. Besides the firearms, are you going to outfit us with survival gear, provide...
You have nothing else.
They would pay our expenses so we can go on a shopping trip.
They did state they'd pay
That's a good point.
your expenses.
All right, yeah. Okay.
So maybe before we get on the bus, we need to
So
go shopping.
I think we all need to change clothes, get some gear that's going to maybe help us survive, because we
I
don't know
definitely
how
changed my
quickly
clothes.
we're
I'm not
going
going in my janitor outfit because I know I have a janitor outfit. I know I'm not dressed in like it.
Overalls.
I'm sure it's a uniform.
Yeah.
Overalls makes sense.
Coveralls.
Coveralls.
Yeah, coverall. You know,
As when I'm doing my janitor work, but now I'm going to the field.
where you'll clean up. No, still you're good.
You're dying first.
Probably.
Yeah, so we would procure that kind of stuff.
So what kind of stuff are you procuring?
Well, okay.
Basic adventuring kit.
Yeah. So like probably a couple of machetes to cut, like if we needed to cut something.
Well, is it a forest or is it a jungle?
Yeah, you said jungle. Is it a jungle or forest?
It's a forest.
He goes back and forth.
No, I mean,
For sure. We need to know whether it's forest or jungle.
You know
That's
the
gonna
history.
change.
What it is
What it is
it was a lava flow, and then the forest is growing around it. There's not a lot of undergrowth, and the canopy it's pretty covered. So it is a dark forest,
it's a dark forest,
but there's not a lot of undergrowth.
not a lot of undergrowth. Okay.
You also know that when people go in there to commit suicide, they often bring string when they go off the path. It is a very confusing forest that is known to have mists and fogs arise out of.
So we need
Basically
GPS
thin
devices.
Could this forest sound any worse? I mean, really?
We're going to go in. We're going to retrieve the body. We'll be in and out in under a day. We'll be fine.
But we can't find. We don't even know where the body's at. How are we going to find the
How
body?
big is this forest?
Famous last words.
How are we going to find this? Yeah, how are we going to find the body, and how big is the forest? This is a good question the janitor brings up.
We're going to go to the travel. We're going to go to the travel person that he talked to in town
Oh, okay.
who provided him with a guide.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
And we're going to find said guide and have him retrace the steps.
Unless the guide's also dead.
I was going to say the guide never showed back up. We'll have to get a new guide.
Okay. It shouldn't be hard.
It was a standard 3-hour tour.
Right. That's why I said you get on the bus, it's a 3-hour ride.
What kind of climate
tour.
is it? It's now a forest instead of a jungle.
It is. It's humid.
So it's still a
It's
80% humidity.
around about. I have more like 90, especially in spring.
And it is spring now.
Yeah. You with your history and all.
You should want me to roll that?
Sure. Because that's right, you got the occult, didn't you? Never mind. So yeah, no, it's going to be humid.
Is someone making a trip for supplies or for gear?
That's what I was
that's what
getting
we're-
at.
I'll do that. I'm going to use my accounting knowledge to get us the best deals possible.
And I am going to...
It don't matter what we
Could
got.
that be
Either
bargain?
Not, companies pay it.
That would be bargain.
No, I'm going to get good deals.
And I am going to watch over the shoulders because the idea of, it doesn't matter what we get, the company's paying. No. It matters what we get. We don't want to bilk our company. That would be bad.
I'm getting a nice pair of hiking shoes. Getting a GPS device.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
should get GPS.
A solid knife.
As the Office of Naval Intelligence, right? I mean, are we military of some style? I mean, or are we just literally people off the street go in and apply for
You
these
are
jobs?
people off the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
The normal agents,
normal
would be
agents are
military
military.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're totally trained for this.
Absolutely.
So is there a uniform, or are we just street clothes?
Ooh, Men in Black.
It's typically street clothes.
Okay.
I get
You're
that.
going to calm the natives, not rustle them up.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah. I want to get some rope.
Okay.
I want to get...
How much rope?
I figure everybody can carry 50 to 100 feet.
probably 50.
50.
What do you
Haven't
need all
seen my
that
strength
rope
score.
Well, he just said that you got to mark your path. So either we're going to
Yeah,
cut
the
trees
string.
with the knife.
No, you're fine. I'm thinking of, I quoted a movie at you, and that's why I'm laughing. You're perfectly fine. You keep going. I think that is a lot of rope, but we probably will end up using it.
And I'm going to get a big thing of string.
Because we're going to
Large
clearly
bale.
tie up the secretary who's clearly already working against this.
Definitely a couple machetes, a couple hunting knives.
Yep.
The standard human requires 2 liters of water a day, so we should probably get at least a container that'll carry at least 2 liters of water for everyone.
Fire starting sources.
You
and
said
light
you
users.
said 2 knives. Who's getting the knives?
Well, there's 2 machetes and 2 knives.
Okay, so who's not getting an edged weapon?
I don't know that the
I'm not.
secretary should have an edged weapon.
No, I'm getting a
I just
I'm getting a
figure we don't-
knapsack.
We don't need enough because we're going to take turns at different times, probably blazing a trail, and the knives will be more for cooking dinner, anything like that, hunting.
It could
Okay.
happen. It could.
I'm going to get a knapsack, like a bale, 600 foot of string. I want a package of Glad Ziploc sandwich bags and a manicure set that's got like the clippers and the nail scrapey and the file and the thing.
You are playing male, right? I'm
Yes.
not trying to be facetious.
And
Yeah.
you were the one that
Okay.
made the big point about not bilking the company out of unnecessary objects.
Correct.
Yeah, manicure set's really
We
important.
need a couple fire striking rods.
Hey, you.
We're not going overnight.
Fogs come up out of nowhere. We could get lost. He has solid point.
String.
String, I'm not arguing the string. I have no idea why you need a manicure set.
Remind me how the string worked for the last guy. Oh, he's still in the forest.
He went there on purpose.
Without string.
We don't know that.
And
You
he
don't know anything about
there.
his string status.
So, the subject of GPS devices was brought up.
Yeah,
We have like a Garmin or whatever, like a personal GPS device.
absolutely.
But more the ones that like the hikers use, not the ones that automobile drivers use.
Yes.
We'll probably
Yes.
need an axe. in case we do get stuck in there overnight.
This is a national forest.
It's all right to cut wood in a national forest.
I
I'm
am getting an extra battery pack for my cell phone because clearly we all have cell phones and can call for help.
Yep.
And I have an extra battery pack and the cord that goes to the phone and the battery pack.
Now that he brings up the cell phone, how good is the signal in the forest?
I heard middling.
Yeah,
That's kinda
it's
what
not
silent. So
but-
maybe instead of cell phones, we might get some walkie-talkies, some radios.
Hey, walkie-talkie's a great idea. Why are you making those
Okay.
faces?
Walkie-talkies and
You also have to remember, none of us are agents.
phone.
Yeah,
We're
that's
going
what
to
I-
over-prepare.
Yeah,
I was halfway hoping you guys
out
just
of
could just
character,
go.
this is all coming from my love of movies. Western
Yeah.
movies.
Alrighty.
So I'm just trying to think
So we
of
should just
everything
get a
that
Range
comes up
Rover
in-
or a couple dozen horses.
I was going to
pack mules.
suggest four-wheelers, but I didn't want to upset anybody's feelings.
Seriously?
Well, okay, so I looked up the definition or the difference between a forest and a jungle online, and according to all the Wikipedia official sites, a jungle is just a nearly impenetrable forest. So the idea of walking off the path is stupid in a jungle.
I see.
So that's, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're designating this as a jungle,
It is
four-wheelers are dumb.
It is a forest.
It is
It's
a
a
forest.
forest.
It is a forest.
Okay.
It
thank
is
you.
a
But
forest.
it's still a very human
Still
forest.
yeah. Well, temperature again doesn't make a whole lot of difference. It's
We should take
density
extra
of
water.
growth. We
That's
did say
Humid,
that.
and we're going to sweat. No, extra. Like, we're going to
Okay,
sweat a
more
lot.
than 2 liters.
Yeah.
It can
Okay.
be humid and not hot.
So then after the call to the travel agency to set up an appointment, I would like to contact the local police and ask them for any assistance they could provide, or maybe the park rangers. I don't know if they have a park ranger system.
Oh, they do.
So
Yeah.
I guess a park ranger might be more apt. So we're going to get a travel guide from wherever this guy hired his travel guide.
You call and try to set up a travel guide. They state that there are no travel guides willing to go into the forest at the moment.
Why?
Because there's zombies in the forest.
There's what?
There's zombies in the forest.
We'll need to have a meeting with the travel guide. So
Yeah, technically,
let's
you're on
arrange
the phone,
that.
so yeah,
Right.
there's zombies in the forest. They're speaking a foreign language. They're repeating a word over and over again. I don't know what that word is. I'm assuming it's brains.
All right. So there's no one.
Are you the guys coming to help us?
Yes, we're from ONI. We will be there shortly.
Wait, that means you don't believe us.
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of this no matter what the truth is. If it's zombies, we'll deal with the zombies, and if it's not, we'll prove that it's not. So we're coming at this with an open mind. We'll deal with this when we get there.
That's a bad thing to come out of this with. They're zombies. That makes it easier. Sorry. Wow.
We just need a spoon at that point. So there's nobody willing to go into the forest with us.
Correct.
All right. Does that immediately preclude park rangers?
Correct.
So there are police of the forest who are not going to do their job.
They are the ones that seen them. Yes.
All right. Well, they're all going to lose their jobs. That's just going to happen. But we're going to have a meeting with them first thing in the morning because we're not going to go into the woods that are potentially full of zombies at night. Just saying. Add night vision goggles to our shopping list.
Oh dear Lord!
I'm sure the team.
The secretary is
is
visibly consternated at this point.
How many night vision goggles?
one set for each of us.
Is that for
And-
real? Are we
Yeah.
going with that?
I'm going to put it on the requisition list.
I'll
If we don't
approve
get
it
it,
when I get back to my desk.
if we don't get it, that's
Well, I mean,
Give me another
presumably,
history roll.
Oni has equipment. We don't necessarily
Got
go
it.
buy all
that's
this
what
stuff.
I'm saying.
Some of this we should be able to
History of the
go
forest.
I would assume they have some kind of equipment room that the agents
That we can check out
you're
and
We
gonna
should
bring
have
back.
probably done that before we got on the bus.
He put us on the bus
we were on the
before.
bus going.
Yes, he did.
We backed it up.
You backed it up to where you're shopping, so
All
technically
right.
not on the bus yet.
Oh, okay.
you
Oh,
actually-
so we can requisition this stuff from like headquarters. We're not having to buy this all
Well,
and get reimbursed
except
by
for the
it.
manicure set that we're clearly going to have to go.
Well, if are we still at ONI and able to requisition?
Yeah.
Then I want a crime scene kit, not a manicure kit. For scraping under nails and pulling evidence and bagging it and that was my line of thinking on that.
So
Jack wagons.
what were
Hey,
you
he's the
saying?
one that should have thought of that. He's the scientist.
Jesse,
Yeah, you
what,
think?
Jesse, what were you saying about
So
this?
you actually know something about history for once, and this is interesting. The Aokigahara Forest has an odd magnetic pool to it.
A pool
A
or a
pool.
pole?
A pool.
Okay.
A pool of a pool.
Go ahead.
Technology just doesn't seem to work in it that well.
What about a compass?
Compasses just kind of spin in circles at locations,
That sounds
pointing in
terrifying.
odd directions.
Okay. So it's back to marking our path.
He's back to his string.
So now the string makes a little more sense.
Yes.
Well, I just figured since GPS wasn't readily available, but
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
readily available.
all right. So
I say we still take it.
yeah, no, we'll have it on hand. It's just
So
we
zombies.
can't trust it.
He forgot to mention zombies.
There
No.
aren't any
Who forgot
zombies.
zombies?
No, we knew about the zombies.
No, our the guy that's sending us on the mission didn't mention zombies.
No,
Yes,
he
he
did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
miss
he said that.
Yeah,
He said it's
voodoo.
what they
I'm the
do.
janitor and I know that.
It was all
As
in
you would
there.
often say, if you weren't on the phone,
Hey, I'm actually promoting the current thing we're doing.
Yeah, but we're doing the thing.
If you were
I
focusing on the words that were being spoken,
I
instead of
just-
the numbers in your head, Mr. Accountant.
I get at least one.
All right, so we've requisitioned all of that stuff from the supply closet at work.
Is there anyone operating the supply room?
there isn't.
Okay, so we just take it.
Yeah, I'm sure the
Mr. Secretary can log.
We leave the
log
proper paperwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
log it.
Yeah, the man
Do they have
behind the
everything
desk
we wanted?
specifically states as long as you fill out the paperwork, you can use what you need.
Oh, excellent. Well, then, fine. Now I'm not against... I thought we were like Sears and Roebuck or whatever the Tokyo equivalent was. Just racking it up on the company card. I was like, no! Okay.
Do they have everything that we've listed thus far?
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. We're gonna need a Gatling gun.
No, we won't.
An Abrams tank?
Unfortunately, the last task force took the tank.
Well,
so
but
that's-
we can buy one from America. Only $275,000.
That's an M4 Sherman, not an Abrams.
Are you really gonna be upset if we're only in a Sherman and not an Abrams?
I thought that's what he wanted.
Oh, okay.
It's all... The devil's in the details. Don't order an Abrams and get a Sherman and have him go,
the devil
it's the
is-
same thing, right? No.
The devil is clearly in the forest of death.
How much ammo did they provide for the 9mm?
One clip, 9 rounds.
What?
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Just what's in the gun, not even like that and not.
Just
9
the
rounds?
clip that's with
So it's
it.
a single stack?
Is there
Yep.
more in the supply?
That's what I was going to say.
There is not. It looks like they've all been used.
So we have corporate
Walmart.
cards.
Do you have what?
Yeah.
Do we have corporate credit cards?
You do.
Oh,
We need to requisition a little bit more ammo just in case.
Okay, please keep all receipts for personal purchases that you put on the card, and please make sure I've got the items that I need from the thing. I'm ready to go get on the bus. If you'd like to purchase extra ammo, etc., please do that on your own cards, and then put in an expense report.
As people who lived in Tokyo, you guys know finding ammunition is not the easiest task in the world, or guns.
Is it
It
legal?
is no,
No.
absolutely, positively
Oh, well, then,
not.
yeah, we should just not.
The fact that you have a sidearm is a great honor.
Yeah.
Can we carry, like,
Katanas.
yeah. I didn't say it. I might have thought it. I
Most
didn't
of
get
them
that
were
far.
taken during World War II.
Yeah, that's...
Can I roll my history to see where I can get one?
You can buy one down at the local shop, but it's not going to be the kind of katana you're looking for.
All right, so we get on the bus.
What time do we arrive
All that,
at Hotel
okay.
Psycho?
Next to
That's
Lake
it.
Psycho, right next to the murder forest.
Is all that able to be requisitioned?
That is... When you say grappling hooks as a plural,
Like-
how many hooks do you need? They're there. I just wonder how many you have.
5.
At least 2, maybe 3 or 4. Depends on what Basically for the rope in case we need to climb a tree or something. A way to pull ourselves up
Okay.
to get a better look out.
Give me another history check.
Sure. No.
The forests have
Yeah.
no branches.
In case you need to climb a tree.
How do you
In
spell
case we want to hang
psycho
ourselves
hotel?
from a tree.
Spell psycho for me.
Saiko.
Saiko.
It's a rather fancy
Oh,
establishment.
Seiko.
Yeah.
Not psycho. Gotcha.
Well, the good news is, guys, that'll do us tonight for Masks of Nyarlathotep. You can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. You can go over to patreon.com/nerdsdomain, support us there. You can head over to the website and sign up for the newsletter. You can give us 5-star reviews on iTunes, and you can find our shirts at /loot. And we will talk to you guys real soon.